Like Kip said, we're going into our first pro fight. Evan Scott taking on Dan Dubuque.
Ladies and gentlemen, this will be our first professional bout of the evening. 3 rounds with a 5-minute time limit for each round. These fighters weighed in at about 145 pounds. Fighting out of the blue corner, representing Lausanne Mixed Martial Arts from Bridgewater, Massachusetts, Evan the Dragon Scott.
Evan Scott has a very well-rounded game. I had the opportunity to chat with him before the fight, and he basically said it doesn't matter if it's standing, going to be on the ground. It doesn't matter. He's just trying to be in the moment. And on top of that, his weight cut went very well too. And you know, Nick, that could be a difference maker in the game. If you have a bad weight cut, you know, you may peter out quickly, may not have the best cardio, but luckily, Evan Scott, it went very smooth for him.
Yeah, definitely. He's a guy that's come to my grappling tournament a few times. Very good grappling, very good leg locks. One thing you definitely have to watch out for. And he's just very well composed. He's a guy I don't think much bothers him.
I asked him if he had a New Year's resolution. He just said, win this fight. So he's focused.
Hey man, New Year's was just the other day, so that's a good way to
His opponent, fighting out of the red corner for Team Danilo Sherman out of Rocky Hill, Connecticut, Dan Dubuque.
Dan is 1-0 as a professional, and he had one heck of an amateur career. He was 5-1 as an amateur.
Yeah, definitely has a reputation around the gym as a blue-collar, hard-working guy that sets an example for everyone else. He's a man of few words, and you know, his coach says he just does everything right that you need to do to become a champion.
He's the kind of guy that lets the fight do the talking for him.
Yep, and recently got his purple belt in jiu-jitsu. So we have 2 guys that are very well-versed in the grappling aspect of fighting, and both have experience on the feet as well.
Oh, this is going to be a good first pro fight of the evening.
Yeah.
Evan Scott representing Lausanne MMA, one of the premier gyms in the Northeast.
Yeah, and DCNU already represented tonight with a big win by Will Smith. You know, both guys come from great camps.
Oh, this is going to be a good fight. I can feel it. Evan Scott looked composed on his feet. Like I said earlier, he said it doesn't matter if it's striking or on the ground. He's going to be comfortable wherever this fight goes.
He's just very calm.
Oh, nice head kick.
Good combos by Evan Scott.
Wow.
Nice jab. Ooh.
Ooh. Man, these guys are swinging to hurt each other. Oh, nice leg kick.
Nice kick by Dan. Gets caught by a 1-2.
Oh, that didn't go in his favor. Went for a lateral throw and ended up on his back.
What you got to do is you got to buck your hips and kind of do a back arch, and he failed to do that. Joe Lausanne guys are very good at that takedown, but I feel like the momentum of moving against the cage may have messed him up. Usually body lock, grind him against the cage, trip, get top position, go from there.
Let's see what Evan Scott got from the bottom. He's already trying to make room to get back up to his feet.
He has a very, very crafty ground game. From what I've seen, very good triangles, very good leg locks. But he's going against a purple belt, and purple belts, you know, it takes a lot to get a purple belt. It's very hard to get one.
Wow, look at that. Throwing up, is that a go-go?
That's omoplata.
Omoplata.
And then he went for the straight arm bar. That was close.
That was nice.
You know, Dubuque did a good job of defending it, and you know, now he's back in top position. It was close, but I don't think he was in that much danger. Definitely put him on notice, though, that Evan Scott's not messing around on the ground.
Dubuque is doing a great job smothering him on the top. He's not allowing Evan to create that space.
Nice
just
bridge.
when I say that, just when I say that.
Yeah, you got to watch. You can't get too heavy on top. what he did was he put too much pressure forward and he allowed himself to get rolled. What he's got to watch out for is the up kicks here in pros. You got to control
nice
both
shot.
the legs and go through there. He's got to watch coming in. He doesn't get kicked in the face. Ooh, nice ground and pound.
Now let's see what Dan could do off his back. We saw what Evan could do.
Oh, gives up the back.
Wow, he just gave that up. Looking for the rear naked. Needs to get those hooks in, though. He's got one.
He's very high off the side. It seems like he had under the chin. What he's got to do here is get the underhooks and flatten him out. Position. Forget about the submission. Get the underhooks, get behind. Now, what Dan's got to do, and what he is doing, is he's turning around and switching to top position.
Wow, backing on top is Dan.
Very popular saying is position before submission. And
I've never heard that. I like that.
he definitely had that Joe Lazan style of going for the finish first and not really caring about the position. It leads for a very exciting style and lots of finishes, but sometimes you get yourself in some bad situations.
Man, Dan could have just stole this round. We got
good elbows.
A little over a minute 30 to go in the first round.
Yeah, I think these next 90 seconds will be very important in seeing who wins the fight. If Dan's going to stay on top, he's going to win the fight. But if Evan is able to do something significant, I don't see why the round couldn't go to him.
As we saw before, Evan Scott could just turn the momentum in this fight to his side, just a snap of the fingers.
Definitely a dangerous submission guy. You know, but right now he's on bottom, and if you're on bottom, you're losing.
Yep, that's how the judges see it, at least.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're landing some vicious elbows off your back, doing some damage, throwing up submissions, you are losing because you are getting control. But Dan's letting him back up to the feet.
Evan's got some nasty striking. Oh.
Got flipped there with a good uppercut from Dan. Dan looking to be the fresher of the two.
Yeah, I was just thinking, Evan was taking a deep breath right there. Carry the guy's weight the entire round, that zaps your energy, man.
Nice combo. Not a lot of power behind it, but it landed.
Oh. Dan lightened him up on his feet.
Definitely Evan's starting to show some fatigue, but lands a good cross to end the round.
That was a great first round. Nick, who would you give it to?
I got to give the first round to Dubuque. He definitely did a better job of, he had more control, and then he landed the more powerful shots. Output-wise, I'd say they both landed about an equal amount of shots, but it seemed like Dan's had more pop to him.
Going into this round, if you were in Evan's corner, what would you be telling him?
Breathe, relax, stay composed, pick your shots, but throw combos. Don't go for anything crazy. If you see the takedown, take it.
Very nice.
Dan, in and out movement. Use your boxing, get inside. Don't be afraid to use your power. You're the more powerful of the two. And, you know, top control is key. I think whoever has the most top control is probably going to win this fight.
Here we go, round two. Round one, more than likely with the Dan. Let's see if Evan can take this fight over. Evan's taking some deep breaths going into the second round.
Dan looks very fresh.
Yeah. Oh, nice kick to the body by Dan. Yeah, Dan is not breathing at all.
No,
or
he's
breathing
not
hard,
not
I
even
should
tired.
say. Like we said earlier, Dan is a very hard worker inside the gym, and it's showing.
A good leg kick by Evan and lead hook. Dan definitely does his best work when he gets inside. When he's just striking and gets in close range, he's been landing some good shots. Good uppercut, a little turnover hook he's got right there. You know, definitely good on the inside. hoping for a little Shawn Michaels Sweet Chin music.
Yeah.
HBK would be proud.
Heartbreak Kid. Have you ever seen a knockout with like a super kick and everything?
Yes, actually.
Really?
Louis Smolka, who's actually a friend of mine.
Ooh.
Yeah, won in the UFC with the super kick. And also Sean Jordan as well.
Really?
Yeah.
A heavyweight?
Yeah. Got Derek Lewis with a super kick. Both guys I'm friends with, so. Oh, good shots by Dubuque.
Yeah, Dan definitely connected. Dan is just keeping his composure. Like, it's impressive. He's not getting too antsy going and trying to finish. He's just picking them apart.
Yeah, just staying calm and not really wearing himself out. You know, the first round was very grinding. This one's a little more technical. Striking. Evan's starting to push a little bit with his strikes, more so than pop. And Dan just has more of a fresher pop to his strikes. And that's what's making him win this round.
Dan is, I'm impressed. He's in very good shape. Keeping his pace the entire fight thus far.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Connects with a nice jab. Oh,
good display. These DCNU guys are doing a great job utilizing the jab.
Ooh.
Oh, gotta watch though. Oh, got his head out.
Dan is coming off a decision win, so he does have a good gas tank. He can go all 3 rounds.
Yeah, he's sticking and moving and just landing some good shots. Evan is not giving up, though. Definitely that Team Lazan spirit.
Warrior.
Come forward and fight the whole time, no matter what.
Dan looking to hold him against the fence.
Yeah, from here, I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. If I was Evan, I'd try to spin off the cage. You definitely don't want your back against the cage. And if I was Dan, I'd try to separate and land some strikes, much like the last fight we saw.
Got a little over minute 30 going in the second round. Who do you think's winning this round so far, Dan?
Definitely Dan. He just landed a really good hook punch. Evan's as tough as they come. He keeps moving forward.
So tough.
He's just getting hands laid on him. And Dan is not backing down, you know, throwing either. His output's good. He's fresh. He's staying very composed.
Ooh, nice high kick block.
You know, very seasoned, especially for someone with only one professional bout. If I remember, I've seen his last fight. He came out. He was a little wild, a little crazy. It wasn't the prettiest, but he got the win. And this fight, he's looking definitely a lot more technical.
Yeah.
Seems like he went back and worked on a lot of things, and it's paying dividends.
Dan is ranked 28th in New England at the pro featherweight level.
Got a lot of guys good at pro featherweight in the Northeast. You know, you got guys like Matt Bassett, I think, who's at the top right now, and Saul Almeida. Lots of good guys. 145 is definitely a tough weight class. Guys like Chris Foster. You know, it's one of the tougher weight classes in the Northeast. And Dan looks like he's putting in some work and has what it takes to work his way up the ladder.
This has been a very impressive show by Dan thus far. So, Nick, would it be fair to say 2, Dan?
Yep, he's up 2-0. You know, Evan is still very much in any fight, you know, but his cardio is not as fresh as Dan's, and Dan is just more composed and just moving better and just landing more and landing more power. Evan has to make something happen. If I was his corner, if I was Chilisan, I would tell him, get this fight to the ground.
Take it down.
Yeah, I mean, he did a good job off his back, but top position, if he can ride him out, land some elbows, land some strikes, and maybe get a submission.
You know, I think the difference here is the cardio, Dan. And look, Dan's breathing heavy going into the third round. This has been a great action-packed fight thus far. Let's see if one of these fighters can put a stamp on it and get the finish going into the third. Show respect. Oh, nice chopping leg kick by Dan.
Yeah, and he didn't just throw it, he set it up. Ooh. He's got to watch himself moving back and circling towards the power hand, though.
Evan is coming out with a sense of urgency.
To get that trip.
Man, Evan is just a warrior. You can tell he's fatigued, but he's just going for it. That's what a fighter is, you know, like you're tired, you know, you're beaten up, but you're still going after it. You're still trying to get that W.
And Dubuque is just staying on it. Using that jab, using that low kick. Throwing punches in bunches when he gets in close. Great showing.
Oh, nice push kick by Evan. Oh. Man, that leg kick is just going to work for Dan.
Oh. I believe he got poked in the eye.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Good hook from Evan.
Nice jab by Dan. Man, this has been a great fight. I've been on the edge of my seat the entire time.
Yeah, definitely a very entertaining fight. Both talented guys. Dan just a little fresher and just a little better output. Landing more.
Evan is ranked number 40 in New England himself at pro featherweight. Halfway through the third round.
Great 1-2 from Dubuque. Scott needs to make something happen.
Oh, that leg kick.
He's just getting lit up on the feet. He needs to go after a takedown, go for something, or just swing for the fences.
Man, Dan has just been so light on his feet. I've been impressed by his footwork.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of movement like you see with a lot of fighters, but he's in the right position. Little steps, baby steps are what win the fight. He's getting the angle, he's centering his, you know, he was centering his jab. And, you know, that's hard to do against someone that's a lefty. Ooh, nice body kick. Now back in the righty stance for Evan. I'll tell you what, as a southpaw myself, I definitely know the body kick is always there, something you have to watch out for. So when a lot of people switch their stance, they're not really aware of that. And then once it hits, it will send you right back.
Yeah, nothing like a kick to the body to wake you up.
If the hundreds of punches before that didn't wake him up. Little back fist. Ooh!
Ooh, very nice.
Good way to answer a back fist is a back fist. And then he came back with an overhand right. Oh, he's going for a back fist. He's talking to him now, trying to bait him in. He knows he's short on time. He's got to go for something.
Evan looks like he wants to slug it out with Dan. Less than a minute left in the third round. Evan's got to do something to win this fight. He needs a finish. Dan is certainly up on the scorecards. This has been a crazy fight.
Yeah, you know, as time winds down, this is really just Dubuque's fight to lose. Evan, of course, has to make something happen, and he's trying for sure. But when you have someone that's just beating you down the pipe and throwing, and is just in a little bit better shape, it's hard to make something happen against someone like that.
I'm surprised Evan didn't try taking him down on the ground. When he was an amateur, he had 3 fights in which he won by submission.
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes down to the wrestling. He tried to grab him a few times and tried to do a trip takedown, but it wasn't happening. And I don't know if he has that double leg in his arsenal. Definitely something I go back and work on. And once again, for the DCNU guys, the strikes down right down the pipe were what got it done. You know, a good old school 1-2.
Good showing by Dan.
Yeah. Great footwork, not even tired.
His teammate, Will Smith, victorious earlier tonight. That's got to be a great team feel when you see your training partner go in there, win, and then you win yourself. Like,
yeah, definitely.
So, what do you think Evan will take away from this fight?
You know, just go back and really the first round was very close. It came down to top control. But the cardio, Dan was able to really wear him down, and he wasn't the same fighter after the first round. Now, you don't know what went into that. He could have had some problems with injuries during his camp or something like that. I mean, I've seen him in better shape before in the past, but you know, when you show up into the cage, you know, you lay it all out, and he definitely has the heart of a champion.
Oh, definitely.
He was just outclassed today.
Oh, look at that spinning back fist by Dan.
Definitely very well set up, and you know it landed well when the guy talks to you.
Your winner, by unanimous decision, in round 3 at the 5-minute mark, Daniel Dubuque.
No surprise there.
Yep, and I apologize for butchering his name for the entire broadcast, even though they told me I forgot it.
If you notice, I just called him Dan the entire time. Like,
all right, Daniel, man, I want to say, first of all, congratulations. That was a very entertaining fight. I like you guys talking to each other, the spinning back fist. Then he hit you with a right cross. That was good. You know what? I got to say, your counter-striking and your wins seem to really win that fight for you. Is that what you're working on when you're training for the fight?
Yeah, I think everybody knows I have top-notch cardio. I've never been submitted and knocked out. I've never finished anybody either, so it's always a war. Evan brought it. Lausanne's is a great gym. Evan was a warrior, and, you know, yeah, my cardio is #1.
Yeah, he looked like a lot longer than you, so he had a lot of reach on you. Was that difficult for you? It seemed so in the first round, but then he kind of took over in second, third round.
Yeah, it was. He was tricky. He switched stances a little bit, threw some punches. You know, he was longer, like you said, so it was hard to get in on him sometimes. But a good fight.
Hey, I gotta tell you, you know, you're only on the ground for a little bit, but that was very entertaining too. Both you guys, excellent grapplers. It was pretty exciting. Congratulations, Dan Dubuque, for our winner. Team Danilo, give him a round of applause.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get some of the big boys in here now. This is the 205-pound weight class division. Fighting out of the blue corner.